Hey everyone, I'm Crystal, hiring expert. I just wanted to jump on to see if I could help anyone with some questions related to the cleaning industry with their employees or contractors. I've been in the cleaning industry since I was a little girl, and my mom had a cleaning company, and I started working with her at a very young age. And so she got me into the cleaning. I became like a detailed cleaner. And I don't know. She moved around a lot. I moved like over 50 times. So we always moved to a new area. I really wish she would have just like kept her cleaning company and then like expanded it. But she always started a new cleaning company every time she would go to a new area. So we were I became very familiar with watching her start up every single cleaning company every single time we moved. She started again, we moved over 50 times and we started a lot of different cleaning companies when I was younger. I right now I'm managing her cleaning company out in Sonora, California. So we have about 200 Airbnbs every single month with employees out there. Um, we've done about 5 million in hiring ads to help small business owners as well with their hiring. So when it comes to cleaning, comes to contractors or employees and stuff like that, we pretty much have it down. But there's a lot of new companies that I feel like are getting sold this perception of how a cleaning company can be with your hands off, no cleaning experience required, never have to work a day in the field, stuff like that kind of mentality. And I feel like you're, I feel like they kind of get sold on a dream because there's a difference between the two. There's Yeah, the cleaning company. Technically, you can run from anywhere in the world, technically, but it's a different experience. It's a different type of like you got to be willing to accept that you can't control how our contractors going to clean versus with employees, you can control how they're going to clean. So, I feel like at least working with a lot of companies, especially like the newer ones, because we've partnered with some coaches and stuff. So we've seen a lot of the newer cleaning companies trying to, go for that dream, the dream life of having a cleaning company where you don't have to work necessarily in the field. You could have cleaners and you don't have to have any cleaning experience. But I think with that, there needs to be that expectation of if that person can handle it. Sometimes the business owners aren't necessarily cut out for that much flexibility or that much loss of control that kind of comes with that. So I just wanted to take a second to kind of talk about that because I don't feel like it's talked about enough. I've had the experience of working with both employees and contractors. I myself have had to let go of that control that comes with it. Like I've been on both sides. So if somebody is looking for that, that dream, then yes, you can have like a version of that, but you need to be okay with certain things. Like you have to, I think it takes a different type of person, right? Like, so if you are getting contractors, especially if you get skilled contractors, what would you consider those are? Somebody who has supplies, somebody who has equipment, somebody who has existing clientele, somebody who's been in the industry, right? So that's the type of contractors typically that you want, but they're going to be a little bit more entitled because they know their worth. They know how to essentially get some clients. They know that they have all the supplies. They, have an eye for detail. And sometimes online quotes and stuff, they don't always necessarily always match up. They're the ones that are out in the field. They're the ones going to have to review the actual home. And if it's with a newer company, maybe your pricing isn't yet a fair pricing. Um, I think you have to consider that. You have to keep that in mind. If you are brand new in business, you kind of have to listen and work with some of your first few contractors because you're new. If you have that entitled attitude to where, this is the pay you're going to get, or you need to have this availability, or you need to respond to me in this amount of time, or if somebody comes up to you to talk to you about pricing, you need to be open to those different types of conversations because, especially if you're newer in business and you're working with some established cleaning professionals, then you may not have the right pricing. You may need to listen and take some of this stuff in, but you need to kind of have these conversations with them without getting defensive. I feel like there is a handful of cleaning companies who are open, open to all the feedback, but there's also some that are not. They're pretty stubborn, stuck in their ways. Oh, this works. It may work from somebody from, a different city, different part of the world. I don't know, like, but you got to be open to it. I think that's like the biggest thing is being open to that feedback. If you can do that, it's going to definitely help you go a long ways when starting out with contractors and trying to help get to that dream. What's not going to help you is being shut off or having that mentality of like, I know it all. I don't think you're going to get far if it's like that. And I think some common things that also come with that new entrepreneur who's starting out for this dream life, right? Is trying to open up into too many locations. As a brand new business, if you are just starting out, I know it's hard. It's kind of like that weight loss mentality. Like if you try to lose weight or whatnot, you kind of want to like meal prep, you kind of want to, do work out, drink water, track your food, maybe dinner and done, no dessert. You kind of like go all in approach, right? So I feel like that's the kind of mentality that if you have a cleaning company, and again, it's that work from anywhere kind of concept that you're aiming for, you need to get yourself established into one city. I feel like I could say that 100,000 times and it will only sink in to about 100 people. We are pretty rebellious as individuals, and I feel like sometimes you really just got to take it slow. And for even weight loss, I'm rebellious when it comes to like weight loss, obviously. I feel like I have like the all in mentality for it. And sometimes you fail. I fail weight loss. Like, but sometimes when other people have done something, you should be open to hearing it. So, if you are that newer cleaning business and you're trying to grow, pick one area, get some contractors, if that's your thing, or employees, whatever it is, get 3 of them. Start getting clients, figure out everything for that one city. How many calls can you generate? How many jobs can you get? What is your conversion rate? How well are your contractors or employees performing? Do you need to switch out some of your contractors? Do you need to up your prices for customers? There's a lot of things that need to get figured out in that beginning stage with that one city before you can go into multiplying it with tons of different cities. As many times as we advocate against it, like we're going to help you recruit or hire or whatever it is technically for your company. We don't only work with cleaning companies, but even when I go over this 1,000 times with somebody, they still rebel and they say they still want to open up into different areas. Now, there are some people who really do listen, and I love that because they're the ones that are going to be more successful. So, hopefully, this little chat has been helpful for some people. Um, I don't know, and hopefully it can give some clarity for you because it's not for everybody. Let me know in the chat if you guys have any comments or questions. I'm happy to help. And if you need help hiring for your cleaning company, go ahead and check us out at thehiringondemandsystem.com. Until next time, bye guys.